Do you slide on all your nights like this? Do you try on all your nights like this?
Hey y'all, Nay here, and I am back for another video, honey. So today I am going to be doing some oxtails, honey. I am giving you oxtails, okay? I got some celery, some carrots, I have 1 onion, I have 3 tablespoons of sugar, some brown gravy, and pork gravy. I'm not really sure if I'm going to use that yet. I have 1 onion Lipton soup, 2 chicken broths. I have some Worcestershire sauce, some brownie sauce, some soy sauce. Did I say an onion? I think I forgot to say an onion. Paprika, salt, rosemary, garlic, butter, onion, pepper, garlic, salt, olive oil, and cayenne pepper. So I'm about to show y'all how I make my oxtails. If you're interested, please stay tuned. So right now, I'm just taking these baby carrots and I'm just doing a little slice on them. I'm just slicing these up, especially because I don't like them to be crunchy. And it's gonna cook for 3 hours. So I'm just cutting these. It's really no stress, honey. You just do a nice little chop on them. And then I'm gonna move these to a bowl. I'm gonna cut my celery and I'm gonna dice my onions. And then I'm gonna show you guys my marinade for my oxtails. Okay, now I got these celery. I just cut them into, peanut butter sizes. Like when you dip your celery in peanut butter, that's the size. You just like have a little dip like that. Yeah. But I'm just gonna, do a little chop with these. These definitely, you do not want them to be all crunchy and mess. Okay, but I'm gonna finish these and I'm going to chop up my onion. So I have washed my oxtails and now I'm gonna get ready and to get started on my marinade. So yes, as you can see, these are some pretty big oxtails. But honey, let me tell you, these are so good. These are the bomb. So yes, now I'm gonna show you guys the marinade. So I'm gonna start off with 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Now I'm gonna do 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. 1, 2. Oh, I'm running low. Okay, I'm gonna get another one and I'm gonna, I got my other bottle. I should have used the bigger bottle. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do 1 more tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Now I'm gonna do 3 teaspoons of this browning seasoning sauce. And if you don't know, this just makes it brown. It gives it that brown. Oh wow. So I'm gonna do that brown outside that you want on some oxtails. So I'm gonna start with that. Those are all of my liquids that I'm going to do for my marinade. Next, I'm gonna show you guys these seasonings that I'm gonna put in here. So I have my garlic, and I'm just gonna put a tablespoon of this in here. I'll do a little bit more. Then I'm going to put in some, y'all know I don't really measure my seasoning, so yeah. So I'm just gonna put some paprika. I'm gonna put some pepper. I'm going to put some garlic salt. Some cayenne pepper. Some garlic powder. This is so hard to get out. I'm gonna put in some salt, and then I am going to add in my 3 tablespoons of sugar. Now I'm just gonna give this a nice stir, and I'm gonna show you guys how you just marinate these quickly, and then after this, the next step is to sear them. You can see this browning, you can see that it turns, like, it basically stains it, and that's what you wanted to do with your meat when you sear it and when you cook it. It gives it that nice, I don't think it adds any flavor, it is seasoned, but yeah, it just makes it that brown, you know, oxtail color that you want, if that's a thing. Okay, so now I'm just adding my oxtails in here, and I'm going to just move the marinade around on them, and then I'm going to put them in the pan to sear. So if you can see this, it's just, you know, made it that nice dark brown color on the meat, and then you're gonna put it in a hot pan to sear. Okay, so as you can see, you can see all the seasonings on this. I wish you guys can smell this, honey, because it smells great. So I'm just gonna put these in some hot olive oil, and I'm going to let these sear up like I said before, and then I'm going to show you guys how I make the sauce and what it's going to cook in. I'm going to saute my onions and my carrots and my celery, so stay tuned. Okay, so I'm just letting my oil get hot. This is maybe a quarter of a cup, maybe a little less. I am just heating this up. You want it to be nice and hot, so when you put your oxtail in the pan, it gets that nice sear to it. And then you're only gonna sear them for about 2.5 minutes per side. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. Okay, as you can see these nice little lines in this oil. Now I'm gonna just put my meat in. You hear that sear? That is what you want. You're just gonna put them around about 3.5 minutes. That's a really big one. So I'm taking my oxtails. As you can see, they just seared nicely on each side, and I'm gonna put them to a plate. And I'm going to saute my onions and my carrots all in the same pan. So this one is really huge, so you know this is gonna need to cook a little bit longer than the other ones. So yeah, I have a couple more to sear, and then I'm gonna show you guys the next step. Okay, so I have these are all my juices that I just seared my oxtail in, and now I'm gonna just add in my onion, my celery, and my carrot, and we're just gonna let these sweat or saute, since the heat is so high, just a little bit until they're softened. Yeah, so that's all for that, and I'm going to show you guys how you make this awesome sauce, and these are going to cook for maybe 3.5 hours since they're so big. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my vegetables nice and soft and tender. Next I'm going to add about a palmful of rosemary. This is just dried rosemary. It gives it a great flavor. If you're feeling really fancy, you can do some rosemary and some thyme. I'm also going to do some more garlic. It also just adds another level of flavor, okay? So I'm just going to add this in there. And so now I'm just adding my chicken balls into this. And I'm going to add, I actually have 2 chicken balls that I'm going to add in here. And then I'm going to add in my brown gravy and my onion Lipton soup pack. Or it's beefy onion Lipton soup, which is a little bit sweeter. But that's actually okay for this. For other stuff that you use this for, you'd rather have the regular Lipton onion soup. But we just gonna work it out today, okay? So I just have 1 packet of this that I'm gonna put in here, and I just am going to put in my brown gravy pack. So this is the brown gravy that I have. So I'm gonna just put this all in here, and this is gonna get nice, just a nice sauce for these oxtails. I'm just gonna stir it up, and we're gonna let this get a little simmered, okay? Okay, so this is I'm gonna let this get to a boil after I add my oxtails into here. This is gonna be a little crowded because I have a lot. I have 3 packs of oxtails. I'm feeding a lot of people, so I am just going to, you know, try to make it work in here. But you definitely want all of them in the sauce. And then you're just gonna, you know, throw a top on this, or throw whatever you can find, because I don't think we got a top to this pan, but we just gonna work it out, okay? So yeah, we're just putting these in here, and then I'm gonna bring it to a boil. And then so I just had to transfer this because it was like overflowing the pan. So I'm gonna bring this to a boil, then I'm gonna turn it down to a simmer, and it's going to simmer for 3, maybe 3.5 hours, because these are big. Side note, we got these from Walmart. There is a butcher shop it's a little far away, but they have way better quality oxtails. And yeah, so next time, we were just short for time today, so I'm going to let this boil up, and then I'm gonna let it simmer, and I'm gonna have to be ghetto fabulous because we don't have a top. So as soon as I turn it down to a simmer, as you can see, it's starting to bubble up now. I'm gonna just put the plate on top like this, and then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in about 1.5 hours. Okay, so this is my oxtails almost 2 hours later. As you can see, we got the light simmer going on. You see, okay, you can tell when they're done when you can pick it off with a fork. So this is not there yet, but as you can see, my sauce is a little bit looser. I had to add a couple of cups of water because it was sticking, which is okay. Just when it's closer to being done, I can try to fix it by adding more seasonings or another gravy pack. So no worries, let this just simmer for another 1 hour and 30 minutes, and it should be done. So I am going to show you guys the finished product right after this. Okay, so this is my final product. I have some rice that I boiled, and this is the oxtail. This is just one. They're super huge, but yes. So if you are interested, please try this recipe, and like, comment, and subscribe. Shining, yeah.